What up, SNA? Oh, sorry, Assassinators. This is where we got Super Ninja Austin here, with his nephews, with another podcast video, and we're going to be talking about the Friday Night SmackDown review video, the go home show before Bad Blood. Anyways, we're going to be talking about what exactly went down tonight's SmackDown, and yeah, it was really good. Trey, not so rough, and yeah, what a perfect go-home show to talk about before their biggest pay-per-view of the month, I guess you could say. Or not the biggest, but I mean before their upcoming pay-per-view Bad Blood, which is going to be the next day on October 5th. And yeah, we got some really good matches, including the ladder match and the dumpster match, which we're going to be talking about in just a moment. Those were definitely the top two matches of the night. Gets the silver and the golden trophy award, respectively. And we got some... we got a couple of hype-ups like for their future matches at the premium. Calm down. And what else we got? We got a couple more matches that were really good and some returns. Stop doing that. But anyways, Assassinators. Like, speaking of returns, like. I'm gonna talk about that on the start of the review, and also we're gonna be talking about like the predictions like at the end of the video. So make sure to watch it to the very end because we're gonna be talking about who could be the possible winners like on each match. But for now, let's get started. We finally get to see the return of AJ Styles. Last time we saw the phenomenal one was back. Like last month, like why would you do that? But yeah, but yeah, what I was about to say? Oh yeah, it was we got AJ Styles coming out the ring. I thought there was gonna be like the match or even the ladder match that could even. I'd say more likely the dumpster match to open the show because the ladder match was more likely the main event. But we're going to start off with the phenomenal AJ Styles coming in the ring. Well, before we do talk about that, we need to talk about they introduced the broadcast. I mean, on the broadcast they introduced that they were indeed in Nashville, Tennessee, of course. Like, and they. They're live in Nashville, Tennessee, and then this is where they introduced the Nashville's very own country music star artist, like very own, what's his name? Hardy, yeah, that's what his name is, just Hardy. But this is where he came out. He didn't. Here's where he introduced everybody the returning AJ Styles, which he immediately came out to the ring, which the fans were cheering like, yeah. And this where then AJ Styles then say like, hey, everybody miss me. This is where fans start cheering like, yeah. Like, we get to see you back here. Like, it's been a long time. Like, now we need to worry about is where Shinsuke Nakamura is, which where fans gave him a wonderful ovation, like, which I assume that he turned babyface with his standing returning ovation. Like, we were chanting AJ Styles repeatedly with him having like an out of character smile on his face. This is where he was like, yeah, wow, like, boy, I miss being here. This is where AJ Styles. They start off his promo saying, thank you. Like, it's very nice to be here in Nashville, Tennessee tonight. And this is where fans are, yeah, like, it's nice to watch you here in attendance. This is where it just, yeah, that's where it all, like, as a matter of fact, this is where it all started, which was wink, wink, nudge, nudges, like, from his time in TNA, because, yeah, that's where TNA started in Nashville. So, yeah, of course, he's going to reference that. Like, he started his wrestling career there, like his pro wrestling career, of course. But it's where then, and they just started and continued by saying, like over the past couple of months, like I've done a lot of things that I regret, like which I care not to not mention on tonight's show, like things that I rather to forget, like and there's some that some people may not forgive me of, and this is where then. he continues like, but I'm not here to talk about the past, talk about anything, talking about anything about the stuff in the past. Like I'm here to talk about what's now and what's building the legacy of AJ Styles. And then this is where fans said it along with him, his name, of course. This is where AJ Styles like. I'm like, and what better place to do it is here, like SmackDown, the house that AJ Styles built. You know the catchphrase he always said, like every time he's on the SmackDown show. But it's where he immediately gets interrupted by Carmelo Hayes. This is where then he's they're like, yeah, it was your house looking like faces. Where then this is where the Carmelo Hayes was on the microphone saying, yeah, AJ, after everything that you have done, like, I'm not quite surprised. Like, there's not a long guy up there to welcome you back, like, due to obvious reasons. But that's okay because, you know, I think upon myself, like, to be that guy to do that, of course. And this where then he came out there. It looks like he was about to do something that's totally unusually out of character, like, but this is where. But Mr. Carmelo Hayes, like, you already know who I am. Like, I don't need to reintroduce myself. Like yeah, I am him, Carmelo Hayes. Like, and this is where then Carmelo Hayes went on to say, yeah, I'm the one that beat Andrade three times in our 7 best series. And again, if Andrade wants to go back around and revisit our unfinished business kind of feud, like he's more than welcome. He is to do, and this is what Carmelo Hayes, and he's like. And he's like, and I've been owning it on Friday Night SmackDown while you've been gone from the last 4 months, I believe. Yeah, because he's been gone since Clash of the Castle. Like, and yeah, there were some references dropped on that, but that's gonna be later on to the stick. But it's comment is like, but believe it or not, I cannot believe I'm gonna say this style. I'm actually a huge fan of you. Like, always have been for the last couple of weeks. Like, and like, yeah, like I like old veterans like you, and this is where he said it in a sound like an insulting way. And this is where then Carmelo Hayes like, I'm pretty sure that you're announcing like that you re-signed a new deal, maybe perhaps a Legends contract like that, and believe me about this, you deserve this, AJ. Like, you think that. He was like, enough about talking about things that you deserve or not. Like, let me talk about myself here. But yeah, fans started booing because they did not want to hear him speaking stuff in this way about what he's saying. Here's what Carmelo Hayes did continue to say, a guy that like me that should be the U.S. champion right now, and not L.A. Knight, like not for sure, and definitely not Andrade, of course. Like, those guys don't deserve it. Like, but me, like I gotta put that down right now. This is where AJ Styles like, whoa, like I have to interrupt you on there, Carmelo. Like how about I give you some little friendly advice, Melo? And he's like, I've been in the ring with LA Knight before, of course, like, and the guy is relentless. I gotta admit, even though I may not like the guy, but yeah, like there's no doubt about him. And this is where then he took his catchphrase and said, yeah, like, and while continuing to give him a warning, say like he came to my house like and nearly broke in, like, and I even wrestled him at WrestleMania. Like I wrestled him. We had a match at the show of shows, and then before he can even continue, one final thing about Knight is to come and he stopped him right in the beginning of his third warning. This is where he was like, first of all, AJ, I don't need your advice. He's like, because I don't take advice from a man that quit to a man that likes to quit, or he's like, I don't take advice from a quitter, or whatever he said. I'm like, this is where the AJ Styles is like, yeah, like you got me on that one, you got me on that one, which that was a reference to when he quit when he said he quit like on that match against Cody Rhodes a few months ago for the WWE champion. I was like, if you were like, if that dang good, if you were HIM, like, you would be United States champion right now, wouldn't you? And this is where fans are like, oh, like he got you right there, Melo. Like, yeah, like if you were him, you would already been champion. This is what Carmelo Hayes barked right back said, like, well, AJ, like if you were so phenomenal, like you would have been WWE champion right now again. Like, would you? And this, yeah. And this is where the fans start chanting, he's not him, he's not him. And I was saying, like he may be a heel, and the fans are not liking him in this way. So, but at the same time, like I do agree with him. He would be WWE champion if he didn't say those two words, and that is "I quit," like a few months ago. But this is where AJ Styles like, all right, yeah, you got me once again, but that's where he responds like, but let's see what we're gonna do here. Like since we're both in our wrestling gears, if we got the ring right here perfectly set, and we're just getting started on the show of SmackDown, and there's not that much of scheduling in the beginning of the show. Like, and since we're in Tennessee, where I got my fame started in, and how about you and I will fight right here, right now, in a match in this very ring. And this is where fans are like, yes, we would like to see this on the return of AJ. And this is where Carmelo Hayes, before he can even say anything, this is where he gets immediately interrupted by his SmackDown arch rival in the mid-card division, and that is the current United States champion, LA Knight. Yeah. And then this is where LA Knight then agreed with AJ Styles' terms. That's where then, right? But before he got into that, this is where he was like, "Let me talk to you," and then this is where that's what the fans start chanting LA Knight. That's what the fans start saying, yeah, and they start chanting LA Knight, LA Knight, LA Knight, and this is where then LA Knight's like. He's like, yeah, but like you said, AJ, like I've been in your house, and I did fight you at WrestleMania, and I beat you on that night. And then he's like, and the last time I saw you, like you were too busy misleading me and the entire world that you'll get stomped on right here tonight in Nashville. Yeah. And then this is where then Carmelo Hayes like, he really thinks that I'm gonna be getting my rear end stomped up. This is where the LA Knight's like, you got two options. Like the first option is like I can come out there, basically come down there and punch you in the mouth about 4 or 5 times, walk out of here, go out to Broadway and get a couple of drinks, and then have ourselves a good night. And this is where fans like, yeah, we would like to see that option. Please be option number 1. This is where then he add a second one, or the second option. This is where there's the other choice is that maybe AJ seems like he wants to fight you, and given that he challenged you not that long ago before I came out here, and then he wants to get you. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that you want to take this offer, Mello. If you how about I give you a deal? If you can defeat AJ Styles in this ring right here, right now, I'm going to make it really convincing, of Nick Aldis, that you can get the shot that you hardly think you deserve. If you're a champion, and then Carmelo Hayes start showing this angry face, this guy just cannot stop talking. This is where then we got LA Knight's the chances are, because the chances are it's gonna be guaranteed that you are gonna get stomped on tonight. And I'm still gonna go out to the Broadway, and I'm gonna have myself some drinks, and then all that's said and done, with all he was after AJ stomps your keisters, you're still gonna get to hear everybody be saying my name, and that's what the fans are chanting while pointing to them, saying LA Knight, with him saying yeah, and he's like, let's get a referee out there so we can get this match started. And this is where then they got a referee out there. This is where the match started, before you can say yeah, and then this is where then the match started. This match was totally good. It's definitely getting the bronze trophy of the night, 3rd place. These guys showed that they should fight again, but the next time it's for the WWE champion, which some tells me that's probably not going to be until 25 or 26 when we're going to see these two have another encounter. Let's hope that'll be so. But yeah, they're fighting if they were in the main event spot. But despite that, it's still getting 3rd place because the other 2 matches were just very good, and it lived up in expectations, if not better. Even though the main event was not how I predicted, but yeah, it still was really good. But I just don't see what was the point of why did it ended that way. That's the only problem is. But I don't really call it a problem. I just call it I just mispredicted it wrong. But also I was thinking that we could see a new tag team champion, given that Soul Sikoa is not winning the WWE champion anytime soon. But anyway, this is where we got the match started with what's his name? AJ Styles, I believe, got the offense in. Like, no, it's Carmelo Hayes. He sent him right to the upper left side. He started going for punches, kicks, going for a roundhouse kick. I'm not roundhouse kick, going for a knife edge chop, but AJ Styles kind of do him instead and started going for a knife edge chop more than he would, which I believe they're up to like what's his name was in the 20, number 20 AJ Styles, while Carmelo Hayes was 21, which Gunther was not really taking him serious, but he's gonna put him on the IOU list, I guess you could say, on the MD list. Like IOU section of the MD list, let me rephrase that. Yeah, the IOU section, which that's probably going to be due in 2025. But this is where we got Carmelo Hayes. They got to go over, drop it on to Carmelo Hayes, which he successfully did. He knocked him right into the left side. Is where AJ Styles was like, all right, who wants to see me do next to this spoiled brat? And then this is where it's like, okay, like I could use my finisher. That is the phenomenal forearm, but this is where the referee stopped him. I don't know what was the reason. It's not like that he did not let him get a breather. As a matter of fact, he got him a breather for 15 seconds. This is where then referee's like, all right, you better get that up here. Like I gave you 15 extra seconds, which I should have been counting by then. But if I did so, you would have already been counted out. This is where the AJ Styles tried to hit a right hand, but this is where Carmelo Hayes dodged out of the way. Maybe smart move of Melo. This is where AJ Styles tried to get out in the ring, but this is where then he gets pushed right back by the referee by stopping him from getting himself DQ'd, which I don't know how he can get DQ'd when he's trying to get in the ring. This is where then we got Carmelo Hayes then finally managed to get back in the ring. This is where Carmelo kicks AJ Styles right into the gut. This is where he did a double hands to the throat shove. Irish him to the left side. AJ bounces right off the left side. AJ elbows him right to the face. Going to go for a moonsault, like springboard moonsault to be the exact. This is where we got Carmelo Hayes outsmarts him, springboards him. This is where then he hits a flying cross closer right to the face. This is where he thought he got him one with him kneeling right onto the ground, flexing his muscles. This is where then AJ Styles kicked out of it. This is where then we got Carmelo Hayes going for a suplex. This is where then kicks out, gets the shoulder up when Carmelo Hayes after did the suplex to go for a pin, but this is where Carmelo Hayes then hang him right into the corner, I believe. This is where then we got this is where like about to hit the trio roll position, but this is where we get Carmelo Hayes to hit a right hand to the face. This is where then we got this is where he knocks Styles down. This is where then we got this is where we got Carmelo Hayes then followed him right out there, which the referee did nothing about, which that was pretty unfair of the referee. He would allow Carmelo Hayes to do that to AJ, and not AJ do that to Carmelo. Which also assuming that this referee's a heel, which even though there's no such thing as heel referees at this time, but I wouldn't doubt that they do have one of those in the future. But let's move on. This is where we got him throwing AJ Styles midsection first right onto the midsection onto. But anyway, this is where we got AJ Styles get driven midsection first right onto the announce table. This is where he started talking all over on LA Knight. This is where they show that when AJ Styles took that right hand shot and fell right into the apron, it hurt his left leg, I believe. And, like with him like hitting it so hard that like eventually later on there was starting to be a concern of it on the end. This is where Carmelo Hayes started using it for his advantage. This is where he started trying to mess up his left leg even more until AJ Styles kicks him in reversal with his right foot right into the midsection until he got all. Excuse me. This is where we got AJ Styles started hitting his moves and a discus clothesline. Then he hits the phenomenal strike right to the face when he was set him up in a snapmare position. This is where AJ Styles got himself right back up. This is where then he goes for a flying clothesline onto Carmelo. This is where then he grabs onto his leg like it's painful. And this is where then AJ Styles then picks up Carmelo. This is where he's trying to go for the fireman's neck breaker maneuver. This is where he managed to hit that with his knee, but it was at the bad leg. This is where he started grabbing onto his leg. And this is where the referee's like, like, are you okay? Like, can you still continue the match with the AJ Styles? Like, okay, I think so. And this is where he tried to get back up. Like, maybe not. Like, call the match. And this is where the referee's like, all right, the match is over. And this is where I was thinking, like, was this all part of the script, or do you think this or is it like real? Which some tell me this is legitimate. Why else they stopped it at the middle of the match? Like if it wasn't all part of the script. I mean, sometimes it could be all part of the act, but it seemed like he legitimately sustained an injury coincidentally when he made his in-ring return, I guess you could say, with them have to forfeit the match with Alicia Taylor announced like when the referee called for the bell, she was like, AJ Styles is no longer to compete and he forfeit the match. Therefore, the winner of this match is Carmelo Hayes. And this is where LA Knight then turned him around and hit the BFT right into the right corner rope. This is where he was like, you totally forgot about me. Like I was sitting right in the ringside, like you. Like, yeah, you might have earned yourself an opportunity for my belt, like, but you're never gonna get this belt. You're gonna get a shot though. A shot that you're gonna get your keister stopped, like I told you that I'm gonna do. This is where he's like, yeah, and this is where he put up the United States Championship. This is where then we got them shifting gears, like with this the hype up with Nicholas Aldis, like being sort of like the narrator. This is where then they showed that segment that they were doing, like from the last couple of weeks, like with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns being on the same page for this one match in particular. But this is where we get the dumpster match between Michin and Chelsea Green. And yeah, she was so green, like we could see it all over her outfit that she was wearing for the match. But yeah, this is where it was like expectation, except for Piper being dumped in there. But we're gonna get into that in just a moment. But yeah, we're gonna get to that. Like with them, just get to the point, cut the chase, and then they just start beating the hell out of each other. Like before they got into the dumpster. This is where.
I'm ready. Mr. Weeze. No. I can do whatever. No.
Let's see. Let's get into specifics. This is where, right, with Michin like grabbing on to. She had a trash can full of kendo sticks, like she's some kind of a hardcore female ninja, I guess you could say that would do. That hit her opponents with any weapon that she could find. Is where she found like a couple with her grabbing on a couple of kendo sticks out of the what they call the trash can on each hand. This is where then she started looking like she's like some sort of a female samurai, I guess you could say. This is where then she won this at the beginning of the offense more. This is where she suicide dived her right into the right side. She threw her right back in the ring. Michin went under the ring. She started grabbing a bunch of steel chairs out of the ring because of course it is a no DQ contest in this dumpster match. And I forgot to properly introduce. I need to start doing this more often. I'm so sorry. But anyway, Nashville, Tennessee. I guess I made a tongue tie right there. Samson. But anyways, yeah. But anyway, this is where we got Michin then. And start grabbing chairs after chairs after chairs after chairs after chairs until Chelsea Green attacks her from behind. This is where she tried to throw her right into the dumpster, but that plan failed. This is where Michin picks her right up on the shoulder, but Chelsea counter out of her. She hits her face first right onto the trash can. This is where did she put her arms right into her back. She boots her right face first right onto the top lid of the trash dumpster. This is where then she tried to throw her right into there, like when the most powerful force in all of pro wrestling, the commercial break went on and went off, like with her being unsuccessful. Being unsuccessful when they got up right into the left side of the apron. This is where Michin started fighting back in some forearms, right hands into the face onto Chelsea. This is where then she hits a running tornado. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, this is where she hits a running tornado DDT, turned into a German suplex. This is where then we got. That's where what's her name? What's her name? Mi Chin and hits that what's that called? That what's that wrist lock into a boot right into the face maneuver? That move is where Chelsea Green hang on to the left corner ropes. This is where which was obviously a counter. This is where we got Chelsea Green then hit a Canadian Destroyer, which that was very rare for anybody in WWE to do these days. I'll say, well, the only person I've seen did it in recent years was the likes of Edge and Bad Bunny, but that's about it. Like those were like in special occasions. Well, technically this was a special occasion, so I guess that makes sense why that she did that. Is where then she throw Mi Chin right into the trash. But the only way to win is by throwing her opponent right into the dumpster when the lid is closed right onto them. But that she didn't done that yet, but she was about to when she heard him talking. She was like, "Get out of my way, referee! Get out of my referee! Like, yeah, don't ruin this for me." This is where she was halfway close of doing so, but this is where Mi Chin right on time pushes the lid off, pushes right off. But this is where Mi Chin started throwing some trash bags, which I believe they were hefty bags because they didn't easily break through. This is where she started hitting right into their head. This is where we got Michael Cole hilariously said, "I hope those are hefty," which that had me dying with laughter, which I believe he deserved a Goofy Wrestling award for saying that. This is where Mi Chin to start throwing some garbage bags continuously, even before even after, not before, after like Chelsea Green like stepped right back and fell right back and went right back in the ring. This is where we got Mi Chin try to grab onto a lid of a trash can, or was it no? It was a cookie sheet. Like this is where she tried to hit her right in the head, but this is where Mi Chin ducks out of the way. This is where then she try to go for the unpretty her. This is where. Right, but this is where we got Mi Chin counter and then go for that wrist lock and defeat, which that was a guaranteed maneuver that she did to her. This is where then Mi Chin put the trash can right onto I put the trash can right onto her head. This is where she was about to hit the leg drop, try to get her a little payback from a week ago, I believe, or was it 2 weeks ago? But that's why she hit the senton. Like she slammed her so hard, she dented the trash can with her in there. Like like that. That was extremely painful to watch. And then this is where the Mi Chin did also painfully harm her back while she was trying to hit her with that senton maneuver, which she did so, of course. But this is where did she grab a table right underneath the ring. This is where she laid it right onto the dumpster, right in the left side. This is where she was about to make it bad to worse to Chelsea Green. This is where Chelsea's friend Piper Niven came in and attacked her and clotheslined the Mi Chin wrestler. This is where Piper Niven was dressed up like a what's her name? What's their names? Like a Woody and a Buzz Lightyear, like put together, with her looking like an astronaut in the cowboy hat, I guess you could say. Like she must have been watching either the Toy Story movies, like what if it was the first one, second, or third, or fourth one. But let me know about this in the comment section right down below. But this is where which had me dying with laughter. Silver Trophy Award of the Goofy Wrestling of the Night. This is where she tried to go for a cannonball. This is where then we got Mi Chin grabbing onto her midsection. This is where Mi Chin then get herself right back up. This is where then she tried to get back in the ring. Both women that are in the ring were barely getting back up. Like that's why she tried to collect Chelsea Green, but this is where Chelsea Green tried to boot Mi Chin right into the trash can. But luckily, Mi Chin hang on and not fall right through the trash can. But this is where we got. But this is where then we got Mi Chin then try to. This is where we got Chelsea Green trying to go for a back suplex, but Mi Chin then try go for counters and try to stop her from hitting the back suplex onto her. This is where then we got Mi Chin to start. What's that elbow in her right into the back side of her head. This is where we got Chelsea Green to try to go for a pump kick out of reversal, but she stopped, pick her right up into like a powerbomb position. This is where Chelsea Green's like, "No, put me down!" And then this is where then she did put her down, but right through the table, hit her into that the wedge table that was through the dumpster. Let me rephrase that. I apologize. She threw it right through the wedge table through the dumpster. This is where like she got back up. She sealed the deal that the dumpster shut. Making Chelsea Green put her right inside, which I believe Michael Cole had a blast that Mi Chin won this match because he's like because he even made a comment saying Chelsea got dumped, which I started dying with laughter. I was like, yeah, like he was totally crowing on what's her name on Chelsea Green onto this one. Like yeah, but yeah, that was not the that's not the only thing that's not the only thing that's not the only time that Mi Chin was humiliated tonight. Just saying, like. Because like once she got backstage, it seemed like everybody did not want to be her friend because they just couldn't stand like the stench of her, I guess you could say. With this is where then we got this is where we got Chelsea Green was filled with garbage and stains all over herself, like with her. Like if she was in a SpongeBob dumpster, I guess you could say, which Patrick Star would like to call it the stench of discovery, I guess you could say. But this is where Chelsea Green was like, no, this thing cannot be happening. I look horrible and I smell awful. I'm going to Nicholas. I'm going straight to Nicholas. What's that? The ridiculous. I believe that's what she called it. Nicholas the ridiculous Aldis office. I guess you could say. This is where we got the doctor. Then start checking on AJ Styles' leg. This is where. This looked like that. It does not look good, which Nicholas Aldis kind of referred to it like when he was talking to Carmelo Hayes later on, but I'm not going to talk about that just yet until I get to the next until I get there. But for now, we got Naomi was in backstage segment with her getting ready for her match against Tiffy. This is where we got two of her friends on SmackDown, which is the current women's tag team champion, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. This is where they're like, hey, Nay, and this is where Bianca Belair, he's like, she was like, yeah, like I heard that you're gonna be taking care of some Tiffy business, and Naomi's like, yeah, she's been talking some mess lately. And she's like, but enough about her. Like, let's talk about these beautiful titles my girls have, and me and my other girl used to have. Like, which she did not say that, but I thought I might point that out. Given that she formerly used to be in those tag team titles, but I'm not sure if she wouldn't really want to talk much about how it ended. But let's get to the point.